up, everyone? We are here in the Jurassic room, and today we've got more new Godzilla x Kong toys to take a look at. These are the newly released Real Feel Godzilla and Real Feel Kong, which are looking pretty sweet. I'm excited to finally get these awesome new figures into my collection, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at these two new figures. So here we are with our new figures. So first, let's look at Real Feel Kong, which is looking really cool. We got a new sculpt here, which looks pretty nice. And this Real Feel is just so interesting. I don't know if any of you have ever collected Funko Pops that were considered flocked ones, but they were kind of fuzzy, and that's almost exactly what this is like. It feels like felt or something on there, so it is kind of soft to the touch, and it does look pretty realistic, which I do like about it. It is pretty cool. And I do love this new packaging for these MonsterVerse toys. We get like Godzilla here, we got Kong, Mothra, the Ion Dragon, we've got King Ghidorah. It's just a really cool look to them. And then when we look at the back of the box, we get another good look at Real Feel Kong and a little description right here that says, armed with a prototype battle gauntlet that enhances his earth-shattering primal strength, Kong roars into battle packing a meteor impact with every punch, which is super cool. And then of course we get advertisements for some of the other figures that are in this line. And I know that our Godzilla Evolved Real Feel, Drowned Viper, One Eye, and Mecha Godzilla come in this MonsterVerse packaging, but I guess Tiamat is going to come in that too. I just haven't seen it anywhere or seen it online yet, but I guess I'll have to try to track those down as well. But again, this Kong does look pretty cool. It's got like the same articulation that we've gotten with the other Kong figures. You got a little head, arm, leg articulation, but again, it's just got a newer sculpt, and this fuzzy Real Feel is just really sweet and unique. I think that was a really good idea, especially for a character like Kong that is actually furry. It is kind of cool to give him a Real Feel effect. So I'm really digging this figure, and I'm happy to now have it here in my collection with me. Next, we got Real Feel Godzilla Evolved, and this one is really sweet as well. It is the same sculpt that we got for the Godzilla Evolved figure from the past, except for we've got the Real Feel now. So the Real Feel is interesting. We'll take a look at that a little bit closer in a minute, but I do like these different colored dorsal spines here. I like that glowing pink. I think it looks really sweet. And again, there's nothing too much to say about the sculpt because I believe it is identical to the Godzilla Evolved figure that we got in the past. And again, the packaging is looking really cool on this figure. Now, when we look at the back, we get another good look at Godzilla Evolved and a little bit of a description that says Godzilla has evolved into an all-new form. Now faster, stronger, and more powerful, Godzilla thunders into battle with a supercharged heat ray and city-destroying tail swipe, which is cool. And then, of course, Real Feel, which is sweet. And then we get the same advertisements for figures like we got on the back of the Real Feel Kong figure. But again, this one is looking really sweet. And now looking at that Real Feel, while it does look the same as the other figures, if you feel on here, kind of hard to tell, it's kind of a rubber feel instead of a harder plastic, and the arms are a rubber and they're almost like bendy, if y'all can see that. So what I did was I did go ahead and grab the Godzilla Evolved figure right here so we can look at it. So they do look like they are the same sculpt, but again, they are a little different. So if I knock on here, listen, see how it sounds a little bit soft, and then if I knock on the Godzilla Evolved, you can tell the difference in the hard plastic. Now, the plastic on the arms for the regular Godzilla Evolved is a little softer. You can see how it bends a little bit, but it doesn't flex nearly to the amount that this one does. So I guess their Real Feel effect, and actually the leg is kind of soft too. I can kind of squish it and move it around a little bit. It's a lot easier to tell the Real Feel of this Godzilla figure when you have one in hand and can actually feel it, because by looks, it does kind of look the same. But again, I guess their Real Feel gimmick was just making it a softer like rubber through the whole figure instead of a hard plastic like they had for the one before. So I guess that is pretty cool. But again, the Real Feel on this figure is not as prominent to the eye as it is with Kong that has that feltish like fur on the outside, but it is still unique. It is a softer rubber, and it makes this figure still really cool for my collection. I'm always excited to add new Godzilla x Kong toys to my collection, and for any of you that are curious as to where I picked up these new figures, then make sure you stay tuned to my next toy hunt video. Want to see more awesome Jurassic content? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. Also, check me out on Instagram and join my Discord server for so much more Jurassic fun. The links to everything will be in the description below. Check out more awesome Jurassic videos here.